Hello, my great people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. With this, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. Here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of videos, and I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate you too for this wonderful platform. Oh yes, it's not easy to manage and to create such a platform. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not preach misleading information, hate speech, violence. We do not. No content here intend to preach misleading, violence, or instigate war. So, my great people.
Okay, and we knew how they started. But at a large extent, he grew out of hand. And he himself, when in his second coming,
this before he was arrested?
No, before the first time the first time before he bolted. Okay, when he came back, he couldn't still control them. Okay, and it's not as if we've not had leadership of that organization in between.
Also between.
Okay, in between, yes, because when he left, some other people, Mapafu was at a point, leading the organization at a point.
So, lovely Biafrans, you know, there are a lot of things we have on our table. When our PM is applying more than 1,000 men wisdom God gave to him, this man, all of them, we are relying on the sheet of paper which Aloye Jemako went to collect from Nnamdi KANU, thinking that Obata Obie will succumb. Imagine if Obata Obie do succumb that time, the release of Nnamdi KANU, nobody will be talking about it now. And our PM then give option. And he gave option.
I will sit one-on-one with him. You know, I have said this thing 2 years ago. Do not think that Biafrans are fools. When you release Nnamdi KANU, he must come to Finland. It's a condition. I will sit one-on-one with him. You know, I have said this thing 2 years ago. They thought I was joking. He will come to Finland. The reason I'm fighting for him is that I supported him. I gave him a voice. I gave him a support and gave him the courage to continue doing what he was doing until he got kidnapped. You think I'm going to abandon him? You think I'm going to abandon Nnamdi KANU? Even if he come today and say, Simon Ekpa, I don't know you. Simon, you think I'm going to abandon him? Because I know he can never say such thing under his normal, conscience. And they say, Simon Ekpa, I don't know you. Simon, you think I'm going to abandon him? Because I know he can never say such thing under his normal, conscience. Today and they say, Simon Ekpa, I don't know you. Simon, you think I'm going to abandon him? Because I know he can never say such thing under his normal, conscience.
So, if you look deep inside this picture, you know, Biafra is a spirit. If you look deep inside this picture, you will see how Nnamdi KANU is being secured. You will see how he is being secured by this man. You understand? You will see exactly how he is being secured. You know, in this 555 Vision program, we teach concerning a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. A picture speaks more than 1,000 words. That is one of our teachings in this place. Here you will see exactly everything we are talking about. And before we continue, Victor, thank you. Then Ndubisi Obi, thank you. Biafra Mwabueze, thank you. Obi as a mic, thank you. Then everybody that is here, Fidelis, thank you. Don, thank you. Timothy, thank you. Yes. Chinwe, Priscilla, wow, thank you. Then, good evening from Biafran land. Remember, whenever people come from Biafran land, we will let them know that we will bring Biafra from diaspora through internet. We will deliver the message down to them. Tomorrow will be State of the Nation broadcast. State of the Nation broadcast that will shock the whole world, especially in Africa and in Nigeria. You will see newspaper, what newspaper is going to do. And we are not shaking to what we are doing. Holy, holy, holy. Nnamdi KANU is another savior. Simon Eba is another savior. John Uchenna. You understand? And everything is going right in order. Nas Ozoku, thank you. Thank you, Peter Okafo. Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. Our custom is that we will bring all notice, all comments. We have to bring it up in case of tomorrow. Now, we have to really go to the analysis once again. We continue. Listen, you remember our program in this place is critical thinking program. All the people that think critically, they are the people that can be able to be understanding. When your brain used to run fast, that is when you will be understanding what we are doing in this place. This is 555 Vision program, and we wind people brain fast. Then we continue. This man now, listen to him now. Then we continue.
The statement is, I would want to think that Nnamdi KANU, Mazi Nnamdi KANU, had not actually known how large that organization has become. In this statement, I meant that organization which he championed or is still championing has actually outgrown him.
Really?
He is speaking from the ground or believe that he is still very much in charge of that organization. But you and I will leave that to him until he is released. And let's see how that 2 minutes stoppage could come on that axis. Because like he rightly observed, people are profiteering from that business. That has become people's enterprise. In fact, they've made commercial ventures out of that organization. And those were the areas Nnamdi KANU, I'm sure he's not looking at. Nnamdi KANU has lost grip of that organization from all I believe. Because if you look at the trajectory, right from when it first started, it was actually in total charge. Okay? And we knew how they started. But at a large extent, he grew out of hand. And he himself, when in his second coming,
this before he was arrested?
No, before the first time the first time before he bolted. Okay? When he came back, he couldn't still control them. Okay? And it's not as if we've not had leadership of that organization in between.
Also between.
Okay, in between, yes, because when he left, some other people, Imapafu was at a point leading the organization. At a point, some other person grew out of it in the name of this guy from Ebonyi State, the one that controls from Finland.
Yes.
I'm talking about Simon Ekpa.
Ekpa, yeah.
Okay, so it's not as if they don't have a leadership in that organization. So I wish him Godspeed for him to be out of that organization, and let's see the magic he's going to perform in order to stop
so you think that
the ravaging boys as we speak. Well, so many of his boys
are no longer
loyal to him, because he has been speaking from the incarceration room. He has been speaking through his lawyer.
Are you hearing them? Are you hearing them? You know, we bring this news, then we will analyze it. And this time around, as we tell you, the sea has a new challenge every now and then. The sea has a new challenge every day. The way we are doing this broadcast now is something different, you know. So sometimes we will use the response from the horse's mouth himself to respond to people. Oster, thank you. Jude, Mozu, thank you. Sonny, thank you. A lovely flower. Florence says, thank you. Wow, Oster, thank you for the great super chat. Biafrans, you see, it is mighty. We just started good now. Oster have given us mighty super chat. Thank you, Oster. May God Almighty bless you abundant and replace wherever you take this money. And the Biafrans, please help us to say thanks. It is not easy for this thing. Then, Oster, thank you. May God Almighty bless you as we continue. Then our PM responded. He came there and they let them know. He came there as all of them are jumping up and down now, telling Biafrans, telling the whole world that Nnamdi KANU is no more in charge. That Nnamdi KANU is no more in charge. That is what you heard in this place. So what they fail to understand is this, that when they recruited 500,000 Iraqs, we defeated them hands down. We defeated all of them hands down. You see, all those people that come from TOS, none of them is talking now. What we are doing now is how we defeated those 500,000 recruited Iraqs. And watch now how we are debunking these people. And you know, when more than 150 lawmakers is getting prepared to sign for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then our prime minister has this to tell this kind of people. He has this to tell them. He has a very good message for them. Yes.
I will be your end in Biafra liberation. Mwa ga kuchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu, kuchie ebe unu si anyụ nsị. Ọ bụrụ na ebe unu si anyụ nsị ka unu si emebi Biafra, aga m kuchia ya gwogwo. Ọ bụrụ na ọnụ unu ji eri nri ka unu ji emehi, aga m akuchi ọnụ unu, kuchie ya kpim until Biafra come. Mkpọpe ya again. End in Biafra liberation. Mwa ga kuchi ite unu, kuchie ma ike unu, kuchie ebe unu si anyụ nsị. Ọ bụrụ na ebe unu si anyụ nsị ka unu si emebi Biafra, aga m kuchia ya gwogwo. Ọ bụrụ na ọnụ unu ji eri nri ka unu ji emehi, aga m akuchi ọnụ unu, kuchie ya kpim until Biafra come.
So these are the kind people. These are the people you see on Ohaneze Ndigbo when they went to Abuja seeking for contracts. Fulanis has to sit all of them down. And this kind of journalist you see in this place cannot even speak. But our custom, we have to be bringing out up all the messages here. Thank God. Thank you. Abuchi, thank you. Evans, thank you. Chinwe Priscilla. Our PM, Simon Eba, is a man of his word. He never change. Then we are going, if you have not shared, please join us and help to share because we sometimes we forget. because of how busy we are and how we need Biafra to come. Sometimes we will listen to this message only on our own, but it's good that we share. Please hit the like button, share the message, let it go viral down to the end of this very earth. And that is our promise, the promise we promise Chukukika Abiyama. Franklin, Frankie, thank you, Frankie. Then we let us continue, please.
Ejimako. Yes. And Ejimako many times had brought word from him to his boys. Have they stopped? Because the voice heard from him through Ejimako is the same voice of Nnamdi Kanu. Unless they are telling us what Ejimako was transmitting was different from what Nnamdi Kanu was telling him. Okay, now we've heard him. Let's see how peace comes from that end. So the restivity of these boys were not actually what Nnamdi Kanu could restore as a consort, but that is still in my own imagination. Okay, but what I'm saying is that has become merchandised. It has become an enterprise to so many. Like he said so many government people, when he alleged, so many politicians are complicit. In it, that means they're making commercial out of the enterprise.
So it's not longer about the interest of the people
at all. Because if it were about the interest of the people and agitating for Nnamdi Kanu to come out of the prison and all that, it should not have gone the far it has gone. It is taking too much a position for one to feel that they were actually fighting for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. Why not so? We've had so many issues. First issue was when the sit-at-home was backed upon. How many times had Nnamdi Kanu asked them to stop? Did he stop?
He did not.
How many times had Nnamdi Kanu asked the people? Because at a point they had fractions. IZON was created out of IPOB and all that. So if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, which I wish he could, let's see how 2 minutes stoppage could be seen.
All right, let's get Bright Izocha's perspective to this matter.
So, Biafrans, we are taking it small. We are taking it small. Now, you people have seen, remember that we already destroyed 500,000 recruited E-rats. Now, our eyes is on the rising sun. That is why we are bringing the Nigerian news. In our Facebook, what we are having in that place is Nigerian news concerning what we are doing. And remember, 50 lawmakers already signed for this ideology we are going to hear now. Not all of these people is bad, but you will hear from another person. Then remember, this is 555 Vision Program, critical thinking program. Mental toughness and the mental capability people are the people that can be able to capture what we are doing in this place. Then the people who is working for lobby confirmed and say that our prime minister outsmarted Nigeria because God has given him more than 1,000 men wisdom. Listen and see how it is being qualified in this place. We go.
Saying that that Nnamdi Kanu has lost grip of that body, so to speak. I wonder if you see it in that way, because 2 minutes and ensuring if he's released and peace being restored, we do not know how that will happen.
It is possible.
Okay.
I've been a member of a self-determination group in Nigeria for the past 30 years, and I know how these things work.
Okay.
A leader is always a leader.
So how come they have not been responding to all the statements?
They cannot respond to any message from a third party. Their leader is being castrated unjustly as they believed. And there's nothing I'm going to tell them that will stop them from continuing their activities. Mind you, this sit-at-home every Monday started because of the agitation to get Nnamdi Kanu released from the...
but he told them, like he rightly alluded,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see, let me tell you something.
So seeing him on TV make that statement is not enough?
It's still not enough. It's still not enough. Because that statement is anchored on his release. He said, release me, 2 minutes, this thing will stop. He didn't say, stop. because I'm being incarcerated. He's saying, release me. I mean, this is
I am referring
court.
back to,
I'm
referring
me.
to this time he said that the sit at home should be stopped.
You see, whether Nnamdi Kanu send message through his lawyers or not, his people, his comrades wants to hear directly from him. They want his freedom. His freedom is paramount to them. Not what Nnamdi Kanu is saying from the prison. Nnamdi Kanu can be under duress to issue such statements. They don't know what is happening when he issued those statements.
I mean, his lawyers and people have access.
It doesn't matter. You see, the lawyers can come out and tell the people, I am a member of self-determination group. If today you arrested me today, and my lawyer is telling my boys, Bright says this, Bright says that, they will not listen to you. They want to hear directly from Bright. They want to see me. They want that my freedom will be paramount in their mind. It doesn't matter what any other person is saying. Even if my mother or my father is telling them that I said so, they will not listen. Because in as much as there is a primary objective that everybody is fighting for, that is structural violence against our people, Nnamdi Kanu incarceration is also a continuation of that structural violence against our people. Mind, social violence is directly linked to direct violence. When you arrested a man, court granted him bail, and you carried the military might to invade his home. Were you going there to kill him or to spare his life? The same thing we witnessed in the case of Igbohu, who have to escape around to Benin Republic. Today, Igbohu have been pardoned, but Igbohu is back to Nigeria. There is also a similar situation that involves so many people. This issue of terrorism and what have you have been charged on a lot of Nigerians. Once you try to agitate for the right and the freedom of your people, the government label you a terrorist. So it's not terrorism and all this is not a thing of today. We have been hearing that for the past. Someone like Asari Dokubo and all Niger Delta militants have also been labeled the same thing, and they have been forgiven. What is so special about this Nnamdi Kanu that the federal government have refused to let him go? That is the fundamental question everybody is asking. And having said that, let me also reinforce it here that a lot of people and the political leadership in Southeast are making money out of Nnamdi Kanu incarceration. That is
okay. Are you understanding it very, very clear? What we owe you now is to make sure we bring this gospel how it is being made. We will bring this gospel how it is being made. And the time DOS counseled sit at home, then our prime minister was somehow, he said, man, this is not possible. That is exactly what you heard from this man, and why the other person is telling you that Nnamdi Kanu should be abandoned. And don't forget that DOS has people that sponsor them. You understand? And how we are debunked, how we gained knowledge when we finished DOS. That is when we know that the 1,000 men wisdom is working and working mightily. Working. So Biafrans, the one I want to play is this one. Then
1,000 men wisdom. And you know what? God answered that prayer in abundance. So every problem that have come, God already positioned and put something how to handle it. In fact, I don't think that I have used up to 100 or 50 of those wisdoms, because the problem that is coming is very, all of them look very small. So as it stands now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. I have not even used 50 of the wisdom of 1,000 wisdom God gave me. Because, I am telling you, I have not used it. In fact, some of the problems solve itself without me even addressing it. Without me even addressing it, problem solve itself. Without me even addressing
it. So why are we doing like this? You see, we know that we are fighting a just cause. Sondike, thank you. All hail Biafra. Sondike, we know that we are fighting a just cause. Completely just cause. That is what we are fighting. Biafra is a spirit, you know. Then we already know what the gospel of Biafra is all about and how to get Biafra. There are people who is also journalists that understand very, very deep the kind of game the autopilot is playing, the bridge is playing, the Simon Eber is playing, the prime minister is playing. People are following. Only the people that want Nigeria to remain one are the people who is blaming our prime minister. But our prime minister told them that now he will be your end. You see it in this place. You have heard how this man defended the seat at home. There is no way you will kidnap some people's leader and expect the third party to come and tell them, stop whatever you are doing to make sure that your leader is free. Look at
the agitation to get Nnamdi KANU released from the.
But he told them, like he rightly alluded,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, you see, let me tell you something. So
seeing him on TV make that statement is not enough?
It's still not enough. It's still not enough. Because that statement is anchored on his release. He said, release me, 2 minutes, this thing will stop. He didn't say, stop, because I'm being incarcerated. He said, release me.
I am referring back to, I'm referring to this time he said that the sit at home should be stopped.
You see, whether Nnamdi KANU send message through his lawyers or not, his people, his comrades wants to hear directly from him. They want his freedom. His freedom is paramount to them. Not what Nnamdi KANU is saying from the prison. Nnamdi KANU can be under duress to issue such statements. They don't know what is happening when he issued those statements.
I mean, his lawyers and people have access.
It doesn't matter. You see,
do you hear it? He said that Nnamdi KANU is under duress, and every other person that joined this movement today knew that Nnamdi KANU is under duress. That's why PM say there is nothing that will ever make him in this life to take advice or instruction from someone inside DSS dungeon. Journalist is here now telling this woman that is a very brown envelope journalist that Nnamdi KANU is under duress.
Of the agitation to get Nnamdi KANU released from the.
But he told them, like he rightly alluded,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see, let me tell you something.
So seeing him on TV make that statement is not enough?
It's still not enough. It's still not enough. Because that statement is anchored on his release. He said, release me, 2 minutes, this thing will stop. He didn't say, stop, because I'm being incarcerated. He said, release me.
I am referring back to, I'm referring to this time he said that the sit at home should be stopped.
You see, whether Nnamdi KANU send message through his lawyers or not, his people, his comrades wants to hear directly from him. They want his freedom. His freedom is paramount to them. Not what Nnamdi KANU is saying from the prison. Nnamdi KANU can be under duress to issue such statements. They don't know what is happening when he issued those statements.
I mean, his lawyers and people have access.
It doesn't matter. You see, the lawyers can come out and tell the people, I am a member of self-determination group. If today you arrested me today, and my lawyer is telling my boys, Bright says this, Bright says that, they will not listen to you. They want to hear directly from Bright. They want to see me. They want that my freedom will be paramount in their mind. It doesn't matter what any other person is saying. Even if my mother or my father is telling them that I said so, they will not listen. Because in as much as there is a primary objective that everybody is fighting for, that is structural violence against our people, Nnamdi KANU incarceration is also a continuation of that structural violence against our people. Mind, social violence is directly linked to direct violence. When you are arrested a man, court granted him bail, and you carry the military might to invade his home, Were he going there to kill him or to spare his life? The same thing we witnessed in the case of Igbohu, who have to escape around to Benin Republic. Today, Igbohu have been pardoned, but Igbohu is back to Nigeria. There is also a similar situation that involves so many people. This issue of terrorism and what have you have been charged on a lot of Nigerians. Once you try to agitate for the right and the freedom of your people, the government label you a terrorist. So it's not terrorism and all this is not a thing of today. We have been hearing that for the past. Someone like Asari Dokubo and all Niger Delta militants have also been labeled the same thing, and they have been forgiven. What is so special about this Nnamdi Kanu that the federal government have refused to let him go? That is the fundamental question everybody is asking. And having said that, let me also reinforce it here that a lot of people and the political leadership in Southeast are making money out of Nnamdi Kanu incarceration. That is why they are done.
That's a weighty allegation.
Yeah, it is.
So, because you have to give us the facts.
They say the more there is crisis and violence in the Southeast, the more their security votes increase, the more they are not accountable to anybody. And then
how is that?
You see, these people that are governing the Southeast today, a lot of them cannot even come in the village square meeting where others people are sitting to discuss issue of the village.
Why not?
Because you see, in Igbo land where I came from, people ask, son of who are you? It's not about wealth. It's son of the character, because when they want to know your father, they know your character. There are some of these people that cannot even come out in the village square meeting to discuss issues that concern in the.
But who are those that voted them in as their leaders?
We witnessed what happened in Imo State recently, so you can know how these people are being voted into power. Where election did not take place in any place, and then you sit down somewhere and wrote results and throw out there, because you know there's peace in the.
Yes, so we are here and we are rolling it because of time, and you see. There are people, you will hear it in this place where he said, there are Hausa Fulanis that speak Igbo. And there are the people from the boys of Asare Dokobo. And this woman begin to attack him. Why should you say Asare Dokobo? Why should you say, you will hear it in this place. And before then, we have to call people in. Eldon Kelly, thank you for joining. OAU Joy, thank you. Chukwu Ebere, thank you. David, thank you. Chigozie, thank you. Alvera Perel, thank you. Paul Aduku, my brother, thank you. Flora Kubilo Yenkem, thank you. May God bless you for joining. Chinwe Pisilia, thank you. Thank you, everybody that is here. We bring you up. Flora, speak up, brother. Shame on all those born useless envelope journalists. We are dealing with them. Flora, you know, we are dealing with them. Inside this place and inside our gentle office, we destroyed 500,000 recruited Irats. Today, more than 150 lawmakers is signing their signature, seeking for the people's opinion for the leader of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be released. You cannot stop us by ordinary sheet of paper. You can't, because we are looking for our freedom. The advantage of more than 1,000 men wisdom is speaking mighty. Jido for Oyenkem, thank you for joining. Valentine, thank you. Lola Norma, I love you. Then Evans is you, I love you. Obieze, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Chima, thank you. Valentine, thank you. Then we have to be making it looking good for everybody to be joining.
Until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out. And when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out, it will shock all of you. For us, anything you did not hear from this platform doesn't exist until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out. And when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out, it will shock all of you.
We control the media, and with every boldness inside us, You know, we control the media and we are delivering this message how we want it. Remember, Musa wanted to change the tactics on how Fulani Boko Haram military will fight Biafra war again. PM told him that, look, this war, we decide how we will fight it. You are fighting as asymmetric warfare. You are fighting all this kind of warfare, but the Biafrans are fighting guerrilla warfare. We choose how we fight, and that is exactly what we are doing in this place. We choose how we analyze this program and how it goes. You understand now? And one of it is to make sure that we are bringing people up. You understand? Mobilizing and letting the zoo know that we have numbers. Biafrans have decided that the innocent is also here. Chima is also here. Everybody is writing their own comment in this place, and we are registering them. Roy me, client, thank you. Let them investigate the family background of that woman. Yeah, everybody is bringing his own leg out. People should go and investigate the family background of this woman that is doing this interview. She might be the likes of Igbo politicians. Yes, automatic. That is the thing. Innocent. Yes. Stella Ibem. Thank you. No matter how angry the dogs are, a lion can never be used for a sacrifice. We are here. Biafrans have decided to go home, and we are telling Biafrans exactly how we are going home and how we are destroying them. We continue.
Land. People will be free to move around and to exercise their franchise of voting for their own choice candidates. But they will not, because they know if such playground is allowed,
so you're saying all the efforts being made by the governments of the Southeast is just
it's a method.
It's just method. It's not in the interest of the people.
It is a show.
This is something waiting. This is a waiting allegation.
See, the truth, we know.
Were you there when the security votes were being increased? Were you there?
Are we not seeing the budget on the newspaper and the pages of newspaper and the television every day? Are we not seeing how they spend money, claiming to spend money on this budget to do this town hall meeting, try to pacify people, or try to do this? Are we not seeing how much is being earmarked for all those things? This is how they are writing off our collective wealth in the Southeast. Because if they actually want Nnamdi Kanu to be released today, the political leadership in the Southeast want Nnamdi Kanu to be released today.
Have you forgotten that they met even with this current president? They spoke with him at some point with regards to this matter.
You see, all those talk shows.
Why do you call it talk show?
Have we let Nnamdi Kanu come?
Did they go and meet the president or not to talk about the release of Nnamdi Kanu?
People went and meet the president to pardon Igbohu. Is Igbohu not out? Is Igbohu not free to move around?
So why do you think that they did not do something about this and the conversation did not go around the matter of the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Is it because he's still in DSS custody? You think that is just a show?
Are you understanding that this woman is very, very disappointed by inviting this man, because this man is giving it to her woto? Because in this comment section, our big sister Flora Akubiro says, Nnamdi Kanu said, we will push them and they tell them where to fall. Okwa agaka ogosigebe gada. Okwa agaka ogosigebe gada. Last time when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came out, he told them that Africa is suffering. We are suffering from Mediterranean Sea. We are suffering in the desert. We are suffering all over the place. And the Africa must stand up. Okwagaka, Ogosigebe Gada. Uchenna, thank you. Glady, thank you. Glady Angel, thank you. We Biafra have decided we don't need Nigeria again. We want to have a country of our own. And that is the truth. Amobi, Obi, 555 Vision, good evening, sir, from here. Amobi, thank you. I don't know if our own Amobi is in the government. If it is you, may Chukwuka continue to give you people strength. Our own is to deliver this message down to the end of this very planet Earth. Chigozie Kosmia. Actually, that journalist is attacking the man direct, taking his matter so personal. We are deep analyzers and we are analyzing everything. Everybody that is watching is taking note of whatever that is happening. People are defending Biafra because everybody needs Biafra. Remember, Nnamdi KANU is the Lord. Nnamdi KANU is just the Lord of Africa. The whole Nigeria come up now. All lawmakers, all media houses, all Senate chambers are signing for his release. Special. Do not say that you didn't know how this thing is wrong. Or to read these histories where will happen. Don't say. Let you become the person that will tell people how it happened. That is why we are bringing it here. Zion Ego. Thank you, Obinna. Thank you. Bro Anderson. Merrill. Thank you. Then we continue.
Joe, do you know if there are other reasons
I believe so.
behind he's still being held back?
What are other reasons? What has Nnamdi KANU done that others did not do? Tell me one. Nnamdi KANU is not, you don't even live in Nigeria. In the first place to say you have killed anybody or anything. But those who we knew that lived in this country that perpetrated a lot of atrocity have been pardoned. Even those that are still fighting, killing innocent people in the north, are being pardoned every day. The repentant Boko Haram have been pardoned and reinstated in the society.
Have you and your people?
Why on earth is Nnamdi KANU different from others?
Called to question the conversations around the release of Nnamdi KANU? Have you called the Southeast governors to question, to say, what are you people doing? The conversation you had with the president, what happened? What came out of it? Have you or any of the groups spoken with any of the leaders in the Southeast?
The discussion is going on every day. And what
are they saying?
The truth remains that it's different.
What are they saying?
People can play to gallery. Today, it's not today we know about Nigerian politics.
What did they say?
I can come out here. If I can come out here and tell you that, oh, Nnamdi KANU should be incarcerated, and I will go out there.
What did the leaders say? You said you have spoken with some of the governors.
What they say is irrelevant as far.
No, it is relevant because I'm asking.
No,
we need to know.
As long as Nnamdi KANU is still in there, what they are telling us outside is irrelevant. It's like somebody coming to say that I've discussed this person. You say I'm going to free you tomorrow, and tomorrow you are still there. Did you follow up on the fact that Nnamdi KANU is still there, and whatever it is they told you did not come to the light? Nnamdi KANU just on his own said.
What did the leaders tell you? We need to know what they said.
2 days, and this thing.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. This thing will come to an end.
I am still insisting on knowing what the governors told you.
The government don't need to tell me direct.
You said you had meetings with them.
Then I don't have any meeting with them. But those they are meeting with, we are getting a feedback every day.
So what's the feedback you got?
It doesn't. Whatever feedback we are getting.
What is the feedback you got?
The truth is that Nnamdi KANU is still there.
What is the feedback?
Nnamdi KANU is still there, and as long as Nnamdi KANU is still there, and there's still insecurity in the southeast, all these things is babas.
What is the feedback you got? If you say you've been getting information, isn't it important to know what feedback they are getting from the government?
The point here is, you see, when you talk about violence in a particular region, you should, one could...
Biafrans, try to understand, we are bringing the people who need Biafra and the people who is brown envelope journalists. All of them, we are bringing them out. Ohamadike release many Igbo politicians. Will all go into exile. When Ohamadike will be released, many politicians will go into exile. They will go into exile. Flora Kubiro, Mazen Nnamdi KANU said, he will lead in front and they will bring hell with him. Nigeria is burning in hell today. That is why all the lawmakers is now asking for his release, because Obato Obie is in charge. He is in charge. And he said, let us continue, because I have videos to back every of the comment up. We continue, please.
Or the group could equally use the peace as a bargaining chip for their leader to come out, and not using violence or not using unrest. Because if you are priming the environment, you are creating chaos.
For the same people you are trying to fight for.
You are trying to fight for.
In whose interest is
and for the same man you think you love so much and you want him to come out. Violence don't beget violence. So the point here is we must learn how to negotiate. That is the word here. When we negotiate, Nnamdi Kanu himself has said that, look, I didn't send these people go killing people. I didn't send these people go cause mayhem. I didn't send these people to cause unrest everywhere. The youth restiveness is about the interest of the people. About the interest, there is a personal agenda, not Nnamdi Kanu's agenda. If they are actually becoming restive because Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated, then what they are invariably telling the government is to hold him to ransom for some time, because you don't cause violence in order to bring or negotiate for someone. You are talking about Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho, when he caused violence in the southwest, he ran away. His people were not killing everyone for Igboho to come out. They negotiated. So it is about negotiation, not violence. If anybody is causing this unrest because you think that is the only way Nnamdi Kanu can come out, that is not truth. It's not.
You see,
we must, I'm coming, sir. We must take this into cognizance that restiveness, the youth, like I said, look, some people are profiteering in this, and that's why they don't want it to go away.
And he has pointed accusing fingers at the leadership of the Southeast.
And you and I might not know what they are trying to do on the background. That is the point.
You see, Ziki.
Because I'm coming. Nnamdi Kanu, when he came out, you and I heard him. He said he didn't accuse any of the leaders. He didn't. He said he knew some people are profiteering from this, are complicit. And you and I, we've been in this country for quite a good time. Opposition parties, opposition elements will use every force possible to bring down an administration. They could use anyone, but don't be used, because you would fall into the wrong hand of the government. And then Nnamdi Kanu, I am sure, if he comes out, the 2 minutes, I repeat, the 2 minutes he is talking about might take him 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Not to actually quell the situation, but to manage it. But then, he had not known the large,
how far
the group has grown. Because if you are not there, you are not there. So he is speaking from his own little knowledge how the group was when he left. And when he comes out, he will now be taken aback. The kind of atrocities they've caused, the kind of merchandise they've made out of this business, and how far they've robbed his name. Now, you are talking that a leader cannot speak through someone. Who said so? It's not possible, sir. If I, Ziggy Ibe here, had a group, and eventually I'm taken in, I can speak through someone. That is a mediator. We've heard that many times. We've seen that many times. Ejimako is his lawyer. We've known this years back. And don't forget, Ejimako and the man in the Finland, Simon Ekpa, you remember a time when they were exchanging words here and there?
Yeah.
And you said, Nnamdi Kanu at a point said, I don't know any other leader for that group apart from myself. And I keep saying it. Nnamdi Kanu didn't know how far the group has gone so far. When it comes out, you will be amazed at the calamity they've caused. That might not be his name. Those calamities might not have been caused, but I said it has become a personal agenda.
Because, I am telling you, I have not used it. In fact, some of the problems solve itself without me even addressing it.
Those elements
program.
So what we are doing here,
1,000 men
the man,
wisdom. And you know what? God answered that prayer in abundance.
You remember when these people wanted to take over everything? They used the Ifeanyi Ejiofor. They used Ifeanyi Ejiofor with 500,000 recruited Iraqs. 1,000 men wisdom spread across and they affected all of us. We defeated them. This kind of journalist you see in this place, there is something our leader, our prime minister told this kind of people, because he acquired this wisdom and he told them, no matter what we say goes, because we are operating under more than 1,000 men wisdom.
Borders. So every problem that have come, God already positioned and put something how to handle it.
Yes.
In fact,
so that is how we are going.
He's setting groups within his groups. Because when he left, ISON was created. Okay? Remember, don't forget, IPOB wasn't the first agitators, or they were not first group. We have the one led by Masop. Was Rike. It was out of Masop that IPOB came out.
Yeah.
Then after IPOB, Nafa is on, created out of this. All these were offshoot of agitations from individuals who want to cause unrest in a region. The point here is, Nnamdi Kanu, I'm happy if he should come out.
Use that word that want to cause unrest in the region. There are individuals that are trying to address the injustice against people of the
But the way we are looking at this, the way they are looking at this, it is no longer a peaceful situation in the region. It is not. The people have been denied their source of livelihood every Monday. Who accounts for that? You are fighting for people. You are denying them their source. Do you know how many people that have, during the emergency those Mondays? Do you know so many people have died? You are fighting for people.
At some point, some
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
All these groups you are mentioning today will fizzle out when Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Let me tell you.
I think you should have said that. I think you should have said that other groups will spring up from that coming.
When Asari Dokubo was incarcerated by the same federal government, there were a lot of groups that were fighting for his release. Niger Delta People Volunteer Force. But when you had Niger Delta People Volunteer Force, it was not just an individual organization. There were a lot of forces that came together. But when he came out, he called a meeting of all those leadership, and he addressed them. And what happened? Peace returned to the region. What I'm saying is this. I am not in support of any violence in the Southeast. I have on this studio several times condemned the ongoing mayhem in the Southeast. Because in fact, I even doubted. I doubt if it's the people of the IPOB and the Igbo people that are perpetrating that violence in the South.
Who else?
I am coming. A lot of people today.
You see the woman. See how the woman is attacking
fluently more than the Igbo people. A lot of people who want to destabilize the Southeast could have taken advantage of
that's another allegation. How do you know that it's
Edo mayhem against our people? But having said that,
how do you know it's Edo people?
I have said it here.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.